Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CoinNewsExtra interview session. Joining us today is our dear friend from Kenya. He is Moris Gitonga. Moris, you are welcome to CoinNewsExtra interview.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Ken. Yeah, so yeah, as you said, I'm Moris Gitonga. So I work as a freelance copywriter, mostly creating content for startups and businesses. My journey goes back to my campus life or the university life, where I realized of this new industry of writing content for businesses. So I can say I've been doing this for 7 years now, or slightly above 7 years cumulatively, because of the market dynamics. I've had to quit along the way, go seek formal employment, and then realize formal employment is not my thing. Then I came back
to talk about your background, and your background is very nice, and that's why you are here with us on CoinNewsExtra. We want to talk about this topic. We'll be talking about freelancing opportunities in the crypto and blockchain space. So you are a freelancer, so that's why we want you to talk about some of these. We have some freelancers that are like skeptical about entering into the blockchain and crypto space. Like they don't know how, if it will benefit them, if it will profit them, like the normal traditional way they do their services. So that's why we are talking about the opportunities in freelancing opportunities in the crypto and blockchain space. Yeah. So before you continue, can you briefly let some people know what freelancing is all about?
Okay, so thank you again. So freelancing generally, it's actually some form of self-employment, whereby you have some certain form of skill. You have some skill set that you can provide to a certain target audience. And when I mean target audience, in this case, I mean businesses or people who are in need of your skill. So you have the option of either going full more employment, or you want to explore your own business opportunities aided by the skills you have. So when we talk about a freelancer, that is someone who is working not with a single company or with a single, not tied to a single employer or client. You can work across, you can work with several clients whom you provide your services, and they pay you a fee. And now this is the juicy part of it, because you get to determine how much you're being paid and how much you work. So it's more of self-employment. You get to set the fee, you get to set your schedule, how you work. You can even work from anywhere. So there are so many good things about being a freelancer. And also there is also the other part where you have to do the hard work of finding the clients. So finding the clients, having consistency of work, being goal oriented, of course, because if you want to live off or earn some income from freelancing, you need to have some certain targets. You need to pay your bills and such like things. Or even if you're ambitious, you have a team of people you've employed. So you need to constantly supply them with work and make sure that they are paid on time and such like things. So there are so many things people can do with freelance opportunities, and the opportunities that are there.
Okay, what are the possible, you've been able to define what freelancing is all about. So what are the possible opportunities for freelancers in the blockchain and crypto space and the blockchain and cryptocurrency space?
Okay. So yeah, so as many know, or many people will continue finding out, that the blockchain and cryptocurrency space is quite new. It's an industry that is growing, and it's facing tremendous growth, at the same time facing tremendous challenges. So with it's an industry that I can say has been around for, let's say, 11 years, especially with the premiering of Bitcoin in 2009, with all the background of Satoshi Nakamoto and such like things. So there have been several projects, actually numerous thousands of projects happening around the space. So, and these projects are out there looking for guys who have these technical skills, soft skills. So there are opportunities, there are freelance opportunities. Maybe I can mention a few, and actually some of the skills are in high, very demand. So we have something like guys can venture into something like blockchain development. So these are guys who are doing the core development of the blockchains and such like things. Knowledge about smart contracts, the blockchain infrastructure, networks. So someone can choose to learn of some of these skills like blockchain, smart contract, and such like things. And the knowledge is out there. Only that it will take you time to learn. And the other thing is, you can venture like myself. You can venture into content creation or copywriting. So this is whereby you write content on behalf of the companies, because there are so many people who want to understand, or there are so many people who want to understand what this industry is all about, or even businesses that want their technical ideas, their technical concept.
Do you think there are plenty opportunities for freelancers in the blockchain and cryptocurrency space?
Yes, there are, because the demand is actually there. The demand is actually there. So the only thing is finding people who are proficient, some guys who are capable, guys who are professional, someone who is committed to delivering. One of the main challenges that freelancers, or rather freelancer, I encounter is being able to deliver on time and delivering as per or superseding the client's expectation. So if you can do that, the opportunities are there. There actually guys are looking for project founders, team. They are looking for people with talent. So I can say with confidence that there are opportunities for guys to pursue within the crypto and blockchain space as a freelancer, as long as you have those skills, especially if you can pursue something like blockchain development and prove that you can deal with all those technical details. The opportunities are enormous. Yeah.
Okay, that's very nice. We are moving away from the freelancing. So let's move generally to crypto and blockchain, how it is in Kenya. So, Kenya have a very high ranking when it comes to mobile money, internet usage, and other things concerning the internet. Do you think this will help in mass crypto adoption for Kenyans?
Yeah, so in Kenya we are experiencing, or Kenya is touted, the Kenyan economy is touted as a leader in the mobile money payment system. So we have M-Pesa, we have other applications around M-Pesa like M-Shwari, which is a credit facility to guys who have M-Pesa, or who are subscribers of Safaricom, which is the company that rolled out M-Pesa facility. So one of the things that is going to happen is that people already know or have already experimented with the M-Pesa, which is more of like a peer-to-peer system, whereby you can send money to your friend and then they receive money instant. So that knowledge people already have, and the experience will actually now catapult people to learn more about now the crypto and the blockchain space. And when you talk about the crypto in this space, I tend to view Bitcoin as a premier crypto application. So for example, within the financial inclusion space, so guys are going to experience the goodness, or I would say, for lack of better words, the goodness of the advantages that comes with, for example, a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. One of the main challenges that we have, for example, with the existing mobile money or mobile payment system, is they are very costly. So for example, sending 1,000 shilling will cost you, in Kenyan shillings, that is 1,000 shilling, which is roughly $10, will cost you, we can say, 20 Kenyan shillings, or almost 30 Kenyan shillings, which is around 30%. So that's quite a lot. Even with the banks that we have, the banking system that have introduced their own mobile money systems, the cost is still very high. Across the banking sector, according to my own experience, the least that charges per 1,000 Kenyan shillings is around 14 Kenyan shillings, which is like $14
Okay,
per.
you feel, let me not cut you short. You feel that because the charges for this mobile money, their charges are very high. You think this will
Mhm.
help people to look for alternative which crypto provide?
Yeah, exactly. Guys, no, the guys will be looking once they understand. The only problem that we have with the crypto space among the masses or among potential users of crypto, for example, like Bitcoin, the only problem we have is the awareness. People not getting to know what is this, because I go across social media platforms, and when someone is talking about Bitcoin, people think it's just an investment vehicle, and a large population of these guys tend to feel like this is a Ponzi scheme or another a pyramid scheme that is going to do people money. And an interesting application, for example, for the cryptocurrencies in Kenya or in Africa in general would be when you look at remittances or cross-border trade. So once this is a very huge target market that once the people get to understand the goodness or the advantages that comes with the cryptocurrencies, we are going to see people picking it up, because now with the knowledge that guys have, with especially with mobile money system that is already in place, and again, in Africa or in sub-Saharan Africa, we are experiencing penetration of internet usage. So and the population is still young, and this makes a very interesting factor when it comes to crypto usage in Africa or in Kenya in general. So we are going to see quite a good uptick. The only problem and the only thing that guys need to solve right now, it's actually now the crypto education, the crypto awareness. Let guys know, understand. Let guys get to understand what this whole thing is all about. Yeah.
Okay, that's very, very good. So, how is the crypto space over there in Kenya, most especially this period of coronavirus? How is the space faring over there in Kenya?
Wow. Okay. So going to, especially last year, we had some little activities around the crypto and the blockchain space, and largely this is evident through the local meetups that guys do hold now and then. So we were experiencing you can say the last 3 years, we were experiencing numerous local meetups being arranged by stakeholders within the space. For example, we have the blockchainization of Kenya, which has been quite fundamental in improving blockchain and crypto awareness within the country. So they've been organizing meetups in various locations. But most of these meetups are held within Nairobi, which is the capital city of Kenya. And I guess last year we had one that was held in the Rift Valley region, that is in Nakuru. But now, once we hopped into 2020 and the COVID-19 situation, things have gone to a halt, because holding meetups with the restrictions on social distancing and such like things, guys are not able to meet, interact, and hold discussions around the blockchain and cryptocurrency space. I've not heard. Actually, there was one meetup that was being organized early this year, and with the new developments with the pandemic, it had to be
During the
postponed.
meetups, sorry, during the meetups, are people willing to come and learn about this new technology? Are they willing, the
Yeah,
Kenyans?
yeah. So we guys are looking out. I've gone to several meetups, virtually not like all. So the rooms are always full, packed. So you can see guys are trying to get to know, or they have that interest. They want to know what's this all about cryptocurrencies. What is it all about blockchain? And one thing, once you mention, actually one thing I observed over the several meetups that I've gone to or we've posted, once you mention something like we are holding a Bitcoin meetup, guys will flock because they want to understand what it is all about. But along the discussions, guys will now get to understand that this is not what they expected, because they came thinking that it's actually an investment scheme, that they're going to put in 10,000 Kenyan shillings or $1,000 and maybe rake some profits daily. But once they get to understand now what is it all about, you can see guys are now getting to, they are showing the genuine interest. Maybe, for example, looking for not only just looking at the challenges side, I'm actually interested in seeing whether we can hold a virtual meetup within the country, or even with the stakeholders. For example, like with you guys, we can even organize a virtual meetup whereby we can have guys participate in an online meetup and share ideas and interact and get to know more about what's happening here. So COVID-19 has its own challenges, and maybe it will present some new opportunities within the space. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Morris. You have really done justice to this topic. Thank you for joining us on today's episode of CoinNewsExtra interview.
Thank you for having me, Kenny, and pleasure. It's a pleasure to have me. Yeah.